Mathematics can be frequently observed in nature, and I have chosen to draw on the natural curiosity that young children have for insects. My maths activity has been created for Year 1s, and I'm using bees and honeycomb as the area of interest to engage children of this age group. The Australian curriculum states the importance of adequate reasoning and problem-solving skills within mathematics for Year 1s, and the chosen activity will draw on these abilities. In the category of measurement and geometry, we will explore two-dimensional shapes and focus on being able to recognise and classify the hexagon shape using obvious features such as corners and edges. We will discover tessellation through creating our own honeycombs, individually, in partners and as a group. For this activity, we will need our mathematics books and a pencil, hexagon pattern blocks, a large hexagon template for the students to trace around, yellow cardboard, and coloured pencils to draw our bee. To begin this activity, we will start as a group and I'll discuss two-dimensional shapes and have the children name these familiar shapes, recording them on the board. We will continue naming them until we come across the hexagon. Once we have established what the hexagon looks like as a group, we will discuss how many sides and how many corners this shape has. Before we begin the main activity, I'll read the story Are You a Bee to the class to engage them and create excitement. As we go through the book together, we will take note and discuss the hexagon-shaped honeycombs that can be clearly identified in the illustrations throughout the book. Once we have finished the book, I will divide the children into partners, and as a pair they will use a yellow hexagon pattern block to create a honeycomb of their own, emphasising the importance of having no gaps between the block and making sure they fit perfectly. Working as a partnership allows them to develop their social skills as well as talking through the problems to help each other work through the activity to achieve a better result. When every pair has made their honeycomb using the pattern blocks, I'll explain the idea of tessellation to the students. The following tasks will be individual work to ensure that they understand the concept of tessellation. Each child will take one hexagon pattern block back to their table along with their maths book and pencil. To begin, they will carefully trace around the hexagon shape in the top left-hand corner of their page. The students will then continue to create the honeycomb shape exactly as they did with their partner, but this time they will carefully trace it into their book to emphasise how this shape fits perfectly together. Some students will have difficulty tracing around the shape, so as well as learning about shapes and geometry, this will also assist the children in developing their coordination skills and persistence. This individual task allows students to work at their own pace. As they continue to fill up their page with the honeycomb, the end result should look something like this. I'll finish the activity with a group task. I've chosen something visual, and to make the most of this activity, we'll be creating a piece which can be displayed in the classroom on our mathematics wall as a fun and creative reminder of the properties of a hexagon and how they allow this shape to tessellate. Each child will need to choose a piece of yellow cardboard. This is most effective if different textures are used for this part of the activity. Using the large hexagon, they'll trace around one hexagon shape onto their card and cut this out. On their hexagon, they'll draw a bead to show that we are creating a honeycomb and relate the task back to the story we introduced this lesson with. This keeps it entertaining and playful and helps to remove the negative stigma that is often associated with the subject of mathematics. Once everyone has finished their hexagon and bead drawing, we will come together as a class to create one big honeycomb to display in our classroom. As I call out each child's name, they will come up and stick their hexagon onto the poster, ensuring that the sides fit perfectly against each other. Working collaboratively as a group allows the children to develop their social skills, gain confidence in front of their classmates, and show understanding of the key concepts from this activity. The finished product will help to remind the children of the skills they've learned throughout this activity in a fun and exciting way.